So, that new Risk of Rain 2 DLC, huh?
It has to be a joke. I do not believe this is happening. I'm literally about to fucking kill myself.
The fight is a disaster!
But hey, they patched everything now, so it's all good now, right?
No.
Look, I love Risk of Rain 2. It's genuinely in my top 10 games of all time. And this update kinda ruined it for me, not gonna lie. I think even without the glitches, this DLC is the worst thing that has happened to this game. But fuck it, let's do a lightning round of all the glitches that exist in the game, because the fact that this update released in this state is actually unacceptable for what is essentially a AAA release. Mithrix being invincible if you had certain items during Phase 4. I mean, Mithrix isn't even the only one. What? Does he have a warped echo? What is he... He's taking... Look how many stacks of fucking... Huh? What? Dude, what? He doesn't die. Why won't you die? Dude, he's still taking damage and he's just not gonna die. Acrid leap being worthless.
So it doesn't do what does it do?
It doesn't hit like anything until you land.
Why?
Because the devs fucked it up. Oh, also I just took fall damage from that, so it's also...
Oh, that's actually bullshit. No, wait, Luce, come over here.
Yeah, look, you see that? Did you see it? I just fucking hit that wisp in midair and it just didn't do anything. Health bar and taking damage kind of being weird. Why is loader punch vertical and not horizontal? Okay, so they fucked up. They fucked up. Oh, that's right. He attacks up now. He uppercuts now, or she, loader.
Oh, every attack is an uppercut. Yeah.
Why?
It just doesn't follow the swing of your arms.
Why?
Because it needs to be like the console.
No, but why?
I mean, they also fucked up loader's momentum too, so they really just ruined this character almost.
I don't know what you just did, but it looked like the after effect of a BLJ. Gain speed. Gaining speed. You must increase velocity.
Dude, start the fucking teleporter right now. This boss is dying.
I need a scrapper. Some fucking. I want these.
The swing set.
Swing set. Wee. Wee. Oh no! I hit the fucking floor. Enemies just walking through walls. This is still not patched. Things spawning in geometry, including teleporters and you. Artificer ice shot. Oh yeah! I got it.
I forgot to get that thing, the better Mithrix. Wait, why is his animation?
Oh, because remember the nude thing? Yeah, it works on other enemies too. So my ice spear pushes people. The false sun laser, server full in multiplayer, not having outlines in multi-shops.
What is it? Why is it red?
Why is it red?
Why is what red?
Did you notice that? All the items in there were white items with red outlines.
No. That's just how the game looks now, dude.
No, that's just how it is. It's just retarded.
Aspect deleting inventories, infinite items, literally everything being tied to FPS. Director AI being broken. This is also still not patched. Pizza audio desynced in Mithrix fight. This is also still not patched. This is still out of sync, really? Whatever the fuck was going on with Xbox.
The Xbox main menu boss, if you did not know, for the first 3 days, right? We are in the 4th day, right? Because it came out on Tuesday. Yes, we're in the 4th day of the DLC. The hotfix just went live. So we'll say the first almost 4 days of this DLC, Xbox players literally could not play the game.
And regional pricing. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Risk of Rain iceberg video when... But yeah, the glitches are bad. But like I said, this DLC sucks. But let's go over the good first. I actually really like the stages in this new update. Yeah, Shattered Abode / Disturbed Impact has the same problem that Verdant Falls / Vicious Falls has, where it's a little too big, but it looks cool. Reformed Altar is also really cool, and god do I love feet. Treeborn Colony / Golden Dieback is fine. It's kind of small and hard to navigate, and the music is not really fitting for this game. Like, it's a smooth jazz theme. It's a fine song, but it just doesn't really match the rest of the soundtrack. The rest of the music they made for the update is pretty good, though. Prime Meridian is really cool looking, and Helmet Hatchery is finally another Stage 5. Look, Rain formerly known as Purple is a good song, but man, having another Stage 5 is so refreshing. Wow, what else do I like? This can't be everything, can it? Alright, well, I guess it is. Let's jump into all the bad things, starting with the items. Damn, these items are underwhelming. The only items I really like are Sonorous Whispers and Sailstar, which is a pretty popular opinion, I'm well aware, but seriously, what items from the new expansion aren't scrap fodder? Warped Echo had a shitty effect and broke the game for a while. Chronic Expansion has the same problem that Berserker's Pauldron has, and really only has synergy with Forgive Me Please. Knockback Fin would be good if it worked on bosses. Bolstering Lantern is super bad because you can't consistently be at below 50% HP for the effect to be active, and also the game is so difficult now that you're either at full HP or dead, but we'll talk about that later. Antler Shield is actually fucking worthless. It's a chance to reflect damage, which sounds good until you realize how low the damage is. Say you have 1 antler, and an enemy Elder Lemurian does 400 damage. You win the dice roll to do 40 damage to the enemy. Elder Lemurians have 900 HP at level 1, so yeah, it's pretty terrible. Chancellor is fun, kinda cool that you can get yellow items from chance shrines now, though getting more greens can be kind of a detriment depending on what green you get.
I can't stop winning.
Wait, so I just noticed did you guys install a mod that just says "Let's go gambling" every time you hit this chance shrine?
Aw, dang it.
Aw, dang it! I can't stop
about that
winning.
one.
I still really don't know how prayer beads work. I'm pretty sure it's just extra stats, but you have to scrap it, which can be kind of annoying to find one sometimes, so it's really hit or miss. Luminous Shot is survivor dependent and not even really that good anyway, because it's based on your primary's base damage. Sailstar, the GOAT. Unstable Transmitter, actually the worst item in the game. This item more than often just gets you killed and can even get you soft locked. Yeah, that's bad.
Motherfucker, man, I got scrapped.
I got it. Dude, is that actually fucking you over? That's actually kind of insane that item, like, literally makes you worse. There's really no reason to like
Why is it? Yeah, it's like, I think it just randomly does it. It doesn't like...
No, it's when you're on low health. It's like, if you're...
No. It doesn't have low health, but if it's putting them in lava, it's pretty much an insta-death then.
Also has the worst logbook entry. Noxious Thorn is also bad because it requires you to get hit, which has always been bad, and it's a chance anyway. Growth Nectar has a similar problem to Deathmark, though the effect is really strong. War Bonds is super bad. Also, the lighting is still not fixed in the logbook. I still really don't know what Runic Lens does, but I'm pretty sure it does big damage. Sonorous Whispers is insanely broken, and then they had to nerf it, and it's still really good. Electric Boomerang has the same problem that stun grenades do and doesn't really do that much damage. Long-standing Solitude continues the trend of lunar items being either obscenely broken or ungodly terrible, and this item trends towards the latter. Getting levels is already super difficult and starts falling off once you're at really high levels, and unfortunately this item relies on that gimmick. Leveling up is really easy to do in the early game, but once you get to the late game, you're not getting any purchases. But the final nail in the coffin is double price of everything. If you want to troll in multiplayer, this is the item, because it affects everyone's purchases, not just your own. Also, if you go through the gold portal, you're basically just soft locked there until you get 7 levels, and that's assuming you beat the Aurelian Knight in 1 round. This is particularly bad because the gold portal is kind of a big deal with the new update, since it's one of the ways to get to the green portal, and you need the Halcyon Seed to unlock the false sun. YOLO.
We're gonna get serious.
Oh, no.
Fine. If he wants it.
Well, I'm hoping. I'm banking on
go...
cleansing pool. I'm banking on a cleansing pool.
That's what I kind of assumed because you got all those lunar items. So.
But our fucking inflation is gonna go away.
Well, it only affects me, doesn't it?
No.
No.
It makes the cost of chests slightly like
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Look,
Even
look how much chests are now.
Yeah.
Holy shit! All right, hold on.
It's broken.
That's
No,
so
it,
I know it's
no.
fucking. Oh, hey, look, cleansing pool.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank
But
God. Okay.
it-
Well,
it's
gonna
still
fuck
make-
up our
Look, I got it for the
inflation.
log. I got it for the log.
Is that gonna fuck up the inflation for every map then?
No, it should only affect it for this one.
I mean, it's still
Yeah.
one. Oh wait, no, they're back. They're back to normal prices.
thank
Oh,
God.
really? Nice.
Yeah. It like doubled the price. I just realized that. That's actually ridiculous.
Well, it's
And
because you
only
get it free.
had
It's because you get it free. But yeah, I think it's because.
No, but it fucks other people over that aren't affected. So it
I know
just
that
makes
is
it
that is
worse
actually
for
yeah. This is the worst.
That's why
maybe the worst
it-
multiplayer item. It really is broken because yeah, like I said, if you go to gold portal, you just die.
them. That's actually ridiculous.
He's complaining. He's
Wait,
complaining
okay.
about high.
The gold portal's like a big thing, right? Like
You
It's a
need
big
it to
thing
get
in
the
the
false
update, right?
sun. Yeah, it's part. It's like half.
so,
the
and this is an item they added. I don't get that then. That's just straight up like poor
Look,
game
I've gotten
design at that
one.
point.
Look, I've gotten one level up. I'm about to get a second one. This would have been equated to 2 purchases.
and
Only the
I
one
think I've
that-
got. I have like 3 or 4.
I've already bought. Yeah, I've already bought 2 chests. So I would.
It's ridiculous.
It's literally like the worst item ever. Speaking of false sun, the Seed of Life is fine. The sapling is kind of worthless, but an extra life is still an extra life. So yeah, new items, not so good. Still, we should be grateful that they didn't try any balance changes with the old items, because oh my god, could you imagine? They would have messed things up so bad. Speaking of items, what about that new artifact? I haven't really gotten a chance to test it because I play Eclipse. It honestly seems like a free win since you can give yourself a really good red item at the start of a run, but I haven't been able to test it. I do really like the new Bulwark's Ambry though. The biggest problem with the artifact is that you have to go to Prime Meridian and sacrifice an item to the altar every time, which requires you to fight and beat the false sun, which we will get to right now. The new enemies in Elite suck. What?
Destroy the child. Corrupt them all.
Holy shit, I hate the child, bro. They're the most annoying enemy ever. Focusing on them is pointless because they can just teleport away or walk into walls. So when you're not paying attention to them, their big attack will just hit you from off screen and do all your health in one hit when you least expect it. Wow, fun. I also think this projectile is supposed to be attackable, but something about the new update messed with this. Like the Wandering Vagrant's big ball was also attackable, but now it just isn't. I have no idea if this is intentional or not, but if it isn't, add it to the list of glitches. The Halcyonites are fun because they do 1 billion damage and have 4 fucking attacks that can just link together. The most notable attack that they have is the spin, because although the laser can be super bullshit to deal with, the spin is the most dangerous. Although it can be funny to bait them into falling off cliffs. What the? He still attacks while frozen? That's bullshit. Scorch worms are just annoying to deal with. They're invincible when they're underground, though they can still heal if they're mending elite. By far their most annoying attacks is the fire bubble they spawn, because it has crazy range and can be invisible sometimes. It also does an absurd amount of damage for some reason. So the new enemies added are just annoying because they can be invincible for long periods of time and deal far too much damage. But there's one more new addition. The new boss, the False Sun. He's good. Yeah, that's right. I actually like him. Definitely better than Voidling, at least. Though that isn't the highest bar to vault. My only real problem with the fight is the laser. It does way too much damage. I actually thought that this attack was frame rate dependent, but no, it just does insane damage. Also, the ability ceiling thing that he has is broken in multiplayer, since I think it's host dependent and doesn't function properly. And if you bring Aurelia Knight, he can jump scare you in the final phase, but overall, that's not so bad. And hey, it's another way to beat the game now, and contributes to the new artifact. But the worst part of the new update is the new elites. And I'm talking about both of them. I know most of the ire is directed at the Twisted Elites, and for good reason. The way that Twisted Elites work is that any enemy in range of the Twisted Elite will deal damage equal to the damage that you do to them. Okay, so target the Twisted enemies and kill them first?
No.
Since Twisted enemies only spawn in after stage 5, you are more than likely to have items that are beyond your control, and you're more than likely to take an unreasonable amount of damage because of this. Not even mentioning that more than one Twisted Elite can spawn in each other's range, and they can spawn in while you're doing other things, you have a recipe for dying instantly from something that is way beyond your control. I'd almost be willing to argue that the Gilded Elites are worse than the Twisted ones. Since you actually have to loop to find Twisted Elites, you can start seeing Gilded enemies on stage 3. Still, what were they thinking with the Gilded enemies? It's the exact same problem that the new enemies have. They just slow the run down. Now I know that time isn't that big of an issue in this game, but when it seems that these enemies add at least 10 minutes to a run, yeah, it's kind of a fucking problem. Let's go over what the Gilded enemies even do. They have 5 times the normal health of enemies, do more damage, steal your gold when you attack them, and they have basically no upside when you kill them. These enemies were literally only designed to extend the runtime of the game. And remember, these guys will start spawning around stage 3, so if you're getting item screwed, your only options are really to run away or waste your time trying to kill them, which can also screw you over since you're losing your money. And good luck if you run into one of them as a teleporter boss. That's gonna take forever. You're probably gonna charge the teleporter before you kill them. I'm also 100% sure that the reason that these guys spawn so often is because the director AI is broken, which still isn't patched, by the way. Okay, so I haven't liked the new enemies or the new items. What about the new characters? They're kind of a mixed bag for me. Seeker being unlocked at base is pretty good since she's probably the best one, though you kind of have to know how meditate works in order to optimize her combat. And her revive is just broken in multiplayer, and not broken as in good, I mean broken as in it doesn't function. Just don't die. Oh, and your number 1 fucking mission, oh, I'm back.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. I'm just
Did I
back.
revive you?
I guess. Don't kill him!
Okay, so and I'll tell you this, I did revive you. Okay, we're good.
Late the laser!
Do.
The laser fucking got his ass, dude. Let's go. Right foot
Did
creep.
you come back, by the way?
I don't know. I was just back.
You know what? I revived you. Whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, fuck it. I mean, I don't know how I came back. I'm not gonna lie. False Sun is kind of hard to unlock, but it's actually really fun to play. Although he has some weird animations and was super glitched on release. But the worst victim is the fan favorite chef. Man, did they butcher this man bad. Yeah, see what I did there? You know, butcher chef. Ooh. They even fixed the primary attack, and it still feels like shit to use. Nothing about this character feels fun. Again, we should feel lucky that they didn't attempt to nerf any character. I think the accurate and loader issues were accidents. Could you imagine them trying to do balance changes? Loader would have been so screwed. So I've been bitching throughout this entire video, and I don't like bitching without cause. Psych idiot, I love complaining. Alright, but I actually do have a solution this time.
Mods.
Look, I know that this is kind of a cop-out answer, but honestly, I haven't played vanilla for like a long time now. And this update kind of made me realize that vanilla Risk of Rain is not amazing. It definitely has more problems than just what I've mentioned in this video. I can't in good conscience recommend downpatching the game since some of the methods are a little suspect at best, and at the time of recording, a lot of these mods are already up to date, so you can probably use them on the new update and have a good time. Here's some of the mods that I use personally, and I think they're must-haves for playing this game. Air Ult is basically just a dev menu, exchange changes make scrappers, printers, and chance shrines bearable, quick restart is nice, and it works in multiplayer. These are the mods that I believe you need to have a great time playing this game, but there's a couple others that I want to recommend as well. Like Classic Items Returns, which just adds the Risk of Rain returns items, which I can't believe they just didn't do that. This was the easiest slam dunk ever. Why didn't they just add these items in? Life Savings, my beloved, come back to me. I also really like Shader Swapper since it just adds some nice visual flair. Bigger's Bazaar might be a little broken since it basically guarantees that you get 3 extra items every stage, which can include reds, but honestly you might need it considering how difficult they made this game. Switch Chaos and Jester is actually a handicap since it makes Bottle of Chaos a lunar and Jester of the Drowned a red item, which it probably should be since it is literally that good. Captain Seal's usable just makes it so you can use Captain's utility and ult in void fields and other assorted areas. I get why you can't use these abilities for story reasons, but it's still dumb and I hate it, so this mod fixes it. Laser Scope crit chance just adds 5% crit to the laser scope, like it should. Frankly, it should add 15, but I'm fine with 5. There's mod options to remove twisted and gilded enemies from the game, which is great until the devs inevitably decide to remove them themselves. Photo mode is nice if you want a cool shot. All the character mods are incredibly well done, like Deputy, Enforcer, and especially Chef. Genuinely, if you want to play Chef, play the modded one. And finally, custom emotes API and badass emotes, so you can hit the fucking gritty. Honestly, there's so many more mods out there that I haven't mentioned, and they add so much to the game and do it so much better than the new devs that you should probably just play the game modded. Like, yeah, some mods are deprecated, like Driver. Rest in peace, brother. I will always drive. But hey, if you really want to play some deprecated mods, then downpatching is still an option. Not a great one, but it's still there. Overall, the DLC is really disappointing, especially since it's $15. That's as much as the base game. It should have been like half that. Look, I'm kind of known for being a cheapskate, but this is still like way too much for this DLC. Don't buy it. Don't give the devs money for this. If you did buy the DLC, you're unfortunately still stuck with the update, so some of the annoying things that I've talked about are unavoidable, but yeah, you can just use mods. You can also turn off the expansions on runs here. When you do this, you can use the new characters, but you don't get the new items, enemies, or stages, so it's kind of a trade-off. This would be the worst thing that happened to Gearbox in August if it wasn't for the Borderlands movie. Take-Two Interactive sucks, by the way. Anyways, have a good rest of your day.